Do you always read the directions when you have a do-it-yourself project to complete? Alas, I do not. The result? 9 times out of 10, I will have to start the project over from the very beginning or admit complete defeat and hire someone to do whatever has to be done. Some weeks ago, I was going out the door to go to the gym. I noticed one of the bulbs in the motion sensor light at the corner of our house was out. It was forecast to rain that day. I told myself, Bob, when you get back from the gym, change that bulb before it starts raining too hard. I did remember that admonition to myself. When I got home from the gym, it was lightly raining. I quickly got my stepladder out of the garage, drug it out, put it in place so I could reach the burned out bulb. I remembered I had bought some LED bulbs a few years ago and decided I would use one of those. After rooting around the garage, I finally found those LED bulbs. I stuck one in the pocket of my hooded sweatshirt, climbed the ladder, and changed the bulbs. Success! The new bulb worked very bright. I wrestled the stepladder back into the garage, put the garage door down, and went into the house. Then, I decided I should look at the package from which the LED bulb had come. Guess what I discovered? Yep, you're right. The LED bulb was not designed to be used outdoors. It was only to be used inside. I read the second line on the package. Not to be used in extreme weather conditions. Rats. The LED bulb was only to be used inside. Grumbling and mumbling, I found a regular outdoor spotlight bulb, dragged the ladder out of the garage, set up the ladder again. With a cracked bulb in my pocket, I reclimbed that ladder. By this time, it's raining harder, naturally. Anyhow, I took out the LED bulb, tried to put in the outdoor spotlight bulb. For some unknown reason, that bulb did not want to connect in the socket like it's supposed to. More grumbling and mumbling on my part. I tried multiple times to get that spotlight bulb in the socket. I don't know how many attempts I made, but finally, that bulb did go in the socket correctly, and the light was on. Back down the ladder, dragged the ladder back in the garage, closed the garage door, went back in the house. By this time, my hooded sweatshirt is pretty wet. I then admonished myself, told myself, how much aggravation and frustration I could have prevented if I had read the directions on the package of that LED bulb. You know, we all need guidance. We all need direction. As followers of Jesus Christ, we need directions as to how we are to live every day. And where do we find these directions? In God's holy book, the Bible. We could save ourselves, prevent ourselves from much heartache, trouble, and anguish if we followed God's good book. In 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16, it says, all Scripture is God-breathed, is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness. Let's make sure we check and read and recheck God's book of directions.